My name is Jamil Jude. I'm the Associate Artistic Director here at Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater. Now, we're here to talk about our amazing new season for 2018-2019 titled Moments, Make the Movement. We've spent a lot of time, Kenny and myself, spent a lot of time thinking about our audiences and what shows we want to present to them. So we're really excited to talk a little bit about them. All our shows this year find characters in a really interesting time. They need to think about who they represent, how they want to be remembered, and in a moment of crisis, are they going to choose the path that aligns with themselves morally, or are they going to take a path that may be more lucrative, or there may be some more social mobility, but they may have to put aside some of their own system of beliefs in order to achieve that obtainable goal. We open our season with a beautiful play by Christina Ham called Nina Simone for Women. It's set in the bombed out ruins of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Alabama, where Nina Simone has visited this church, and she finds herself at a crux in her life. Nina Simone was a classically trained pianist and vocalist, and spent a lot of time doing concerts, primarily for white audiences, but with classical music. During the Civil Rights Movement, and especially right after the deaths of the four women, the four little girls that were killed in that bombing, Nina Simone changed her life. And this play, with our theme, Moments That Make the Movement, really shows Nina Simone in a crux where she has to choose. Is she going to continue down this concert performer life, or is she going to change what we ultimately see her do into more of artist for the movement, and really an artist that champions social justice in all aspects of her life, not just her singing, but in her public speaking as well. In our opening show, Nina Simone for Women, we're lucky to have a director, Michelle Shea. Michelle is renowned for her work with August Wilson. She was in several of Mr. Wilson's plays on Broadway and throughout the nation. She's lending her directing talents to Christina's play at the beginning of the year. First production of 2019, and that's The Skeleton Crew by Dominique Morisseau. I'm excited. Dominique is an artist that I've been trying to follow for the last 7-8 years, and to have an opportunity to introduce her and her work, reintroduce her and her work to Atlanta audiences here is really exciting. We produced Detroit 67 a couple years ago, and audiences really loved that. It's a best-selling show in True Colors history. We hope Skeleton Crew will do the same. This show, it takes place in Detroit at the closing of one of the last auto manufacturing plants in 2008. We find ourselves introduced to characters who have to make those difficult decisions. Some of them have built their life in the auto industry, and what to do now. They still need to find ways to provide for themselves and for their families. Other characters in this piece have to make the decision of, do I fall in line with what upper management wants me to do, or do I protect the people who have meant so much to me? We find ourselves all the time, the middle manager being stuck in a place of who do I have allegiance to, the company that pays me or the people that I grind and work with every day. In this play, we see that those questions play out in all of our characters' lives. The final production of our 2019 season will be in the summer, and it's East Texas Hot Links by Eugene Lee. What we try to do here at True Colors is that we want to make sure that we preserve Black classics. We feel like a lot of stories, especially by African American writers, have not had their due justice. They often get shelved before they really get a chance to play out. So we really want to preserve those classics, and East Texas Hot Links is one of those. Set in the 50s, set in Texas. It's a story of how towns are torn apart by racism, and what Black people had to do to survive and endure. And some choices that we have made were unpopular. Do we choose to sell out our community, or do we choose to bolster and work together with our community to try to overcome the racism? I think one of the things when you think about classics, you think, oh, that's a story that doesn't have any contemporary legs. And unfortunately, shows like East Texas Hot Links are still very resonant. All throughout the season, we'll pepper in celebrities. You know, if you come to Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater, you're guaranteed to see a familiar face, be it from TV, Broadway, or the film industry. In this season, we're guaranteed to have similar artists on stage. For the last 16 seasons, Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater has brought Broadway-style, Broadway-level artistry and talent to audiences here in Atlanta. And this season, we plan on continuing that tradition. We love being here in Atlanta. We love bringing the best artists and playwrights to Atlanta audiences. We love our audiences. We love the way you all come and support us, so we thank you for your patronage. We look forward to seeing you at our home in the Southwest Arts Center at the start of our 2018-2019 season. Check us out on our website, truecolorstheater.org, truecolorstheater.org. You'll find all of our information on these shows. You'll find ways to purchase tickets, and most importantly, you'll find ways to donate.